Iran now has a new supreme leader. Mujtaba Khamenei, the son of the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has been chosen to lead the Islamic Republic after his father was killed in the first day of the US-Israel attacks on Iran. But who exactly is Mujtaba Khamenei, and what could his rise mean for Iran and the wider region? Iranian state media say Mujtaba Khamenei has been selected as the country's new supreme leader following a decisive vote by Iran's Assembly of Experts, the powerful 88-member clerical body responsible for appointing the leader of the Islamic Republic. The decision came just days after Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in strikes on his compound in Tehran on February 28, the first day of the war between Iran, the United States, and Israel. Several members of the Khamenei family, including his wife, mother, and one of his daughters, were also killed in the attack. Mujtaba Khamenei himself survived because he was not present at the compound during the strike. The 56-year-old cleric has long been one of the most influential figures inside Iran's political and security establishment. But unlike many Iranian leaders, he has never held elected office and has never faced a public vote. Instead, Mujtaba Khamenei spent decades operating behind the scenes in the inner circle of his father, who ruled Iran for 36 years as supreme leader after serving nearly 8 years as president. During that time, Mujtaba built close relationships with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, the powerful military and political force that plays a central role in Iran's system. For many Iranians, Mujtaba Khamenei's name has also been associated with some of the country's most controversial political moments. Opposition groups and reformers have long accused him of playing a role in the violent crackdown on protests during the Green Movement of 2019, which erupted after the disputed re-election of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Critics say the Basij paramilitary force, which is closely linked to the IRGC, was used to suppress demonstrators. Basij forces have also been involved in subsequent waves of protests, including unrest just 2 months ago, when international organizations say thousands of people were killed during nationwide demonstrations. Iran's leadership has consistently rejected those accusations, blaming foreign-backed groups and rioters supported by the United States and Israel. Mujtaba Khamenei's ties to the IRGC go back decades. He served with the force's Habib Battalion during the Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s, developing relationships with commanders who later rose to powerful positions in Iran's security and intelligence services. Western governments have also placed him under sanctions, and reports in Western media claim he has built a vast economic network through associates linked to Iran's political establishment. Bloomberg has reported connections between Khamenei and Iranian banker Ali Ansari, whose bank Ayan Day collapsed last year after controversial lending practices that contributed to Iran's inflation crisis. Neither Khamenei nor Ansari has publicly addressed those allegations. Another issue surrounding his appointment is religious rank. Mujtaba Khamenei holds the clerical title Hujjatul Islam, which is rank of Ayatollah, but there is precedent for flexibility. When his father became supreme leader in 1989, he was not yet an Ayatollah either, and Iran's laws were later adjusted to accommodate that reality. Despite his influence, Mujtaba Khamenei has kept an unusually low public profile. He rarely appears in public, almost never gives speeches, and has avoided delivering Friday sermons or political addresses. In fact, many Iranians say they have never heard his voice, even though his name has circulated for years as a potential successor to his father. His selection also signals that hardline factions remain firmly in control of Iran's political system. Analysts say Mujtaba Khamenei's rise could reduce the chances of short-term negotiations or compromise with the United States and Israel, and because he's the son of the previous leader, his appointment also raises a symbolic question. For the first time since the 1979 Islamic Revolution, Iran could effectively be entering a dynastic phase of leadership, something the revolution originally sought to abolish. For now, the future of Iran's leadership remains uncertain. The country is still under heavy bombardment, and authorities have imposed internet blackouts and strict controls on information. But one thing is already clear: with Mujtaba Khamenei now at the top of the system, Iran's political direction and its confrontation with the outside world may be entering a new and potentially more hardline phase.